Tim, I know out at the farm it's very, very difficult to control how much moisture and water the crops get. But what happens if you get way too much rain out there?
The roots can't absorb all the water, and then it leads to root rot.
Ugh, that's not good. But on the other hand, what happens if they don't get enough water?
Too dry, and then the plant doesn't flourish like it should.
And the same with your garden. So garden killer number 3 is inadequate or improper watering. Both too much water and not enough water can harm your plants. Too much water can lead to root rot, while too little can cause dehydration and definitely poor plant growth. Consistent deep watering is key, but it all depends upon your plant's needs. Ensuring the right amount of water for your garden is very crucial to healthy plant growth. So here are some effective ways to manage watering and avoid both too much water and not enough. By far the best way to take care of this watering issue is to simply understand the needs of your plants. Different plants have different watering requirements, so take a look at the specific needs of the plants you're growing. Some plants like succulents require much less water, while others like leafy greens need more consistent moisture. A good rule of thumb to follow is to water deeply, not frequently. Rather than shallow, frequent watering, aim to water deeply and less often. This encourages roots to grow deeper into the soil, making them much more drought resistant. A good rule of thumb is to water 1 to 2 inches deep per week, of course adjusting based on your weather conditions like excess heat or heavy rainfall. One great way to ensure that you're not over or underwatering is to use drip irrigation. Drip irrigation systems deliver water directly to the roots of the plant, reducing water waste and minimizing evaporation. This method also helps prevent fungal diseases caused by wet foliage, as the water always stays at the soil level. If you have a garden that has plants with varying watering needs, consider creating watering zones. Use different methods like drip irrigation for water-loving plants and more basic watering systems for those drought-tolerant plants. You've heard that old saying, knowing is better than guessing. So check your soil regularly. Before you water, check the soil's moisture level by sticking your finger into the ground or using a moisture meter. Water only when the top 1 to 2 inches of your soil are dry. This will prevent both overwatering and underwatering. And there is certainly nothing wrong with good old-fashioned hand watering. Just water early in the morning, which allows your plants to absorb the moisture before the heat of the day. Thus, you'll reduce evaporation. It also gives your plants time to dry off before nightfall, helping to prevent fungus and disease. And a great way to help retain moisture in your soil is to use mulch. Applying a layer of mulch around your plants helps to retain moisture in the soil by reducing evaporation. It also keeps the soil temperature stable and prevents weeds, which can compete for that precious water. Just remember to avoid using cheap mulch and make sure you keep the mulch away from the stems of your plants. And just like we've already talked about the weather, monitor your weather conditions when it comes to watering. Adjust your watering schedule based upon the weather. If it's been raining or there's a forecast of rain, you might be able to skip watering for a few days. Conversely, during hot, dry spells, your plants may need some extra water. So pay attention to these methods and adjust your watering as needed. By doing so, you can ensure your garden receives just the right amount of water to grow and thrive. Keep in mind that today's garden killer topic is very closely associated with one or maybe two other topics. So for the best possible overview on how to keep your garden safe all season long, be sure you watch all 10 of our videos. Hey, before you leave, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay current with all of our Soil Channel videos. And again, on behalf of Tim Wallace Soil Mix Supply and the Soil Channel,
I'm Tim Wallace.
And I'm Joe. Thanks for watching. Now grow and make it a great day. On the website, you're able to see all the different soil blends we have for the lawn, the garden, planting areas, and even golf courses. Also, you'll be able to see what component products we put into each mix, information about those products, and the ratios of every one of our mixes. Under About Us, be sure to check out our blog posts. Great information about caring for the lawn and the garden.